about what living things need. Why don't you raise your hand, somebody raise your hand and tell me what you think is something a living thing might need. Kaylin, what do you think? A living thing might need water. That's true. So I'm going to write it on my whiteboard right here. Living thing might need water. What else? Marissa, what do you think? Food. That's very important. Food is always good. Strawberry, what do you think?
The sun.
The sun. That's a very good thought. The sun. And let's do two more. Ben, what do you think? A place to live. Finally, Jada, what's one more thing you think living things need? Soil? Okay. Soil is a very good thought. You want to know something, boys and girls?
Yeah.
These are all things that living things need to survive. They all need water, food, they need the sun, they need a place to live, they need good soil. Even humans, we need water, don't we? Sometimes we get thirsty. We need water. Sometimes we need food, right? Especially at lunchtime when we get hungry, we need food. We need a place to live. We need shelter, right? To keep us safe. These are all things that living things need. Well, plants are exactly the same. Even though plants don't talk or move around a whole lot or make a lot of sounds, they're still living things. And they need certain things to survive. They need water, they need food, they need the sun, they need a place to live, and they need soil, which is their nutrients. So they all need these things. And we're going to learn all about what things plants need today. So I need you to flip the page. Flip the page. Okay. And we're going to start reading. I need a volunteer to help me read at the top of page 24. Jenna, you want to read for me? You're right. So everything we talked about was covered in that part that Jenna just talked about. We talked about how we need air, we need food, we need water, we need some place to live, and that plants need these things too. Let's look down here at the pictures. Okay? We see there's a grasshopper and they eat a flower seed, right? So would that be the food that a grasshopper eats?
Yes.
Yes, that's a good thing. How about this picture of a swan?
Huh?
It's a picture of it being a nest. What is something that we talked about up here on our list that would cover the swan's nest? Jordan? Pardon? Could be the sun. What's something that the nest would be for the swan? Jaden? Not food. Alvin? A shelter, a place to live, correct. So that is the swan's shelter. So let's find out what the plants need for shelter, where the plants live. Who wants to read the next part for me? Strawberry.
You have to watch plants over time to see them change and grow. Like all living things, plants need air, water, and space to live and grow. They also need food. Plants make their own food.
All right, so plants need space to grow. They need air, they need water, and they also need food. So down here at the bottom of our page, it shows us several pictures of a sunflower. Let's look at them, okay? I want everybody to take their pointer finger and put it on the word sprout. So you see in the left-hand corner of the page, there's a picture of a sprout, okay? Put your finger there. Miss Reilly drew it up here, and it's called the plant life cycle. Can you say plant life cycle?
Plant life cycle.
Good job. Okay, so a plant starts out by being a seed. That's called a seed. Can you say seed?
Seed.
Seed, okay? And the seed, as it gets air, and it gets sun, and it gets water, it starts to grow. Kind of like how you guys start to grow, right?
Yeah.
You guys were babies, and then you got all kinds of care and love, and you grew into little kids, right?
Uh-huh.
Awesome. So this seed, it grows into a sprout. Now what happens next? You can tell me what the next picture, the title of the next picture is. Nathaniel? A young plant. Okay, so this is our young plant right here. It has some roots down here. It has a little bit of a stem, and there's still the seed, but it's a young plant, kind of like how you guys are young children, okay? It's a young plant. Now what is the next plant in our picture? What is the next plant, Cheyenne? An adult plant. So an adult plant would be like Miss Riley or Miss Dana, okay? So we grew from being a little young plant to an adult plant, okay? And what are some things that we see are different from the adult plant to from the young plant to the adult plant? Ian, what's something different? Matthew, find it.
It has flowers.
Yes, it has some flowers. Okay, what else? What's something else that we can observe? Marissa? It's bigger. It is a lot bigger. That's true. Ian?
Petals.
Pardon?
Petals.
Pebbles?
Petals.
Petals. I was like, there are no pebbles. But there are petals. Good observation. And Jordan, what's your final observation? Yes, it has more roots, doesn't it, than the first one and the second one, because it has a lot of roots, okay? Well, we're going to find out